Alright, we're recording. I haven't filmed a video in 2 weeks. I gotta plug this camera, my laptop in. I haven't filmed in 2 weeks, and it's not because I've been sick with the fucking coronavirus. It's because I've been binge watching the fuck out of True Blood on Prime Video, cause for some fucking reason, and I can't tell you why, uh, everything HBO owns is not on HBO. Just like everything Disney owns isn't on fucking Disney Plus. The whole fucking streaming service is a fucking mess. And AT&T in particular is a fucking mess. I mean, I will not understand... Hang on, let me get this fucking microphone position better. Should have done that in the first place. I will not understand why AT&T just launched yet another fucking streaming service instead of streamlining their shit. So now they have 4 different fucking television services that you can pay a ridiculous amount of money for, and about 8 fucking streaming services. I mean, just do what fucking Hulu did. Put all your shit in one fucking place, and if you want live TV, it's extra. That fucking simple. But no, AT&T is losing hundreds of millions of fucking dollars every fucking year from their internet service, from their phone service, from their TV service, because they don't have good customer service. They don't know what the fuck their customers want. They don't know what the fuck anyone wants. And they're just trying to do whatever the fuck makes them money, not realizing what the fuck the market's doing. And it's fucking them over, and it's pissing me off, and it's probably pissing off a lot of other consumers. Speaking of the fucking coronavirus, I had to get milk this morning. Fucking shelves were empty. I mean, it looks like the fucking apocalypse down there. Fucking crazy, and I blame the fucking media for this shit. Anyways, enough of that rant. I want to talk about, well, I'm going to touch base on streaming some more, but I wanted to touch base on ownership in the digital age. And one of the problems I have, and one of the reasons why I still buy consoles and use and fix them up, yeah, it's not going to be as nice as playing, fucking 120 frames per second on a $5,000 gaming PC, but at least I own my game. There was an incident, I want to say a year or two ago, I don't remember. I have trouble remembering one day if the next, which is another reason why I haven't filmed in 2 weeks. I lose track of time. But people had bought Lego Lord of the Rings, I think it was, digitally. And due to some lawyer bullshit, that game just fucking disappeared. So if you paid for it, you were fucked. You could no longer play the game you purchased. And I don't think they gave anyone refunds. I might be mistaken on that, don't quote me. Whereas if you went on eBay, you could just buy it physically and still play it. There's nothing fucking lawyers could do about that. And it really sucks that GameStop went down the path they went down, and didn't adapt to the digital market. I think Amazon would be smart to buy them, even though they're a dying company, and simply because it would give them physical stores. It would give them structure. It would give Amazon more physical stores. They already have fucking Whole Foods. But it would give GameStop a lot of structure. And the reason why I buy a lot of my games off eBay is because I've bought games off Amazon, and it's a fucking hit or miss. I mean, I bought a brand new copy of Destroy All Humans, Big Willie Unleashed for the Wii, which will play on my Wii U just fine. And it was fucking $10 brand new. It showed up used. The fucking jewel case was fucking broken to shit. The plastic case the fucking Wii game come in. Broken to shit. Smelled like it had survived a fucking house fire. And the game was inside a fucking envelope inside the thing, and it was barely even closed because it couldn't close. And I've actually had that problem a lot with Amazon, where I've bought games from a third-party seller and I didn't get what I fucking paid for. Then again, I also bought a wallet and got a pleather pouch. So, third-party sellers are really the fucking worst. And I think if GameStop hadn't gone down the fucking greedy path they went down, where they just fucked everyone over and tried to make as much of profit as possible, and they had tried to make somewhat of an online presence more and focused a lot of online presence, I think that would have saved GameStop But as of right now, I don't know if anything will. And the reason why that sucks is because eBay is going to be my main go-to for video games. Also, movies. I do buy movies off Amazon, but unless I'm buying like 4 or 5 at a time, it's not worth it because they literally put it in one of those flimsy paper envelopes, and they show up damaged. And I've had that happen multiple times where I've had to call Amazon and have them refund me and send me a replacement. And I told them, look, I'm not going to keep buying from you if this is how things are going to go. And don't tell me you can't put it in better packaging because I've ordered packages from you when it's just literally one DVD and it showed up in cardboard. So don't tell me you can't put one thing in cardboard because that's not true. You've done it. You can't ship DVDs, and this isn't entirely Amazon's fault. I mean, the DVD cases when I was growing up in the 90s, you could throw them against a fucking wall, they'd be fine. Nowadays, they got the fucking holes in them, they got the recycle logo literally cut out into them for some fucking reason. We cases do this a lot. And everything's just being made fucking cheaper. And for people like me who are collectors, it's really urging me to ditch all my jewel cases and cases in general and put everything in a binder. Because at the end of the day, I just want to play my games, watch my movies and shit. I don't really care about the case or anything. I mean, I'll put them in storage. I'm not going to throw them away, but it really sucks as a collector when they pull this shit. Hang on a second. I'm going to go get my charger because this is fucking dying. Be right back. It really sucks as a collector when they pull this shit and try to push the digital bullshit that you don't own. I mean, I remember, I think they still do it too. When you bought like a Blu-ray or a DVD, it would come with a digital copy and there would be a code. But the fact is, it's not like, oh, you go to the website and you download it. No. You have to register the code with like iTunes or some bullshit, so once it's done, it's done. The code has been used. So you don't actually fucking own the digital fucking copy. Whereas if you had just taken the DVD and put it, or Blu-ray and put it in your computer and made a copy, you own the copy. But they don't want that. That's, I think, one of the reasons why physical media is actually dying and why they're really pushing digital media. Convenience, I should say. Because they keep pushing the convenience of it, how everything's in one place. But what you people don't realize is, you don't own jack shit. You really don't. You're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on shit you don't own. And the minute there's a legal license dispute or some bullshit, your money is worthless. The $20, $50 you spent on that fucking product is gone. The product is gone, you can't play it, you can't watch it, you can't do shit. Because you never owned it in the first place. You paid for a license, not a product. And that's why I still buy physical media when it comes to games and movies, because those two areas especially are where you really have to purchase physical. But they're really doing everything to try to push the digital. Almost every, those little code things I was just talking about, almost every single one of those is fucking dead. I don't even think they do it that much anymore. I've noticed they're slowing down. I think a few of them don't even exist anymore. I think the companies went out of business or some shit. Movies Anywhere is getting sold. I think Movies Anywhere is getting sold. I think it was being bought by Walmart. I don't remember. But none of this shit was good in the first place because one Blu-ray could have a different digital download code company than the next. And so your movies weren't all in one place. They were all over the fucking place. And not everything worked with iTunes, unfortunately. Few companies didn't. And, you know, it just fucking sucks that this is the way things are going. And the younger generation is going to be the one that's fucked completely. Because they're the ones who are being basically brainwashed into this bullshit. I never really played physical games on the computer either, with the exception of floppy disks. Frogger and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego were basically the only games I played on a computer ever, because, when you buy the disc, the game's on the disc, but it would basically have like a rootkit or some shit on it, so it was tied to your computer. Which is fucking dumb. I hated that they started doing that, and so I stuck with consoles. But now look at the fucking Xbox One. You buy a game, yeah, it's physical, yeah, you can put it on any Xbox you want, sure, but it basically acts, even though the game itself is completely on the Xbox, so it acts as a download. You can't play it off the disc, which is fucking stupid. I think the PS4 does that too, but I'm not sure. I never really played the PS4. Someone I know has an Xbox One, and so that's how I know about the Xbox One. So if you have your Xbox One offline, yeah, you can still download it offline because it's downloading from the disc. But this shit takes up hard drive space. You want to know why our games need so much hard drive space? This is why. It's because of this DRM bullshit. And it really makes me want to just pirate shit more. It doesn't make me want to pay for it. I mean, I think my PS2 and my GameCube, for example, took memory cards. Less than a gigabyte of memory. I could have 50, 60 games stored on there. Granted, they weren't actually stored on there, it was just the save files, and that was good. I don't mind waiting a minute for a game to load or some shit. I mean, I'm laying in bed doing fucking nothing. It's a way to pass the time. I'm not, in a hurry or anything. And, it just really fucking sucks that this is the way everything's going with ownership in the digital age. You don't own anything. You just pay money for a license. And, I'm really getting sick of it. Back on streaming shit, DC Universe. Everything they own isn't on there. The 90s Swamp Thing TV show isn't on there. There's a lot of shit that's not on there. When a movie comes out nowadays, it comes out on digital first, and DC is a big fucking player in this bullshit too. It comes out on digital first. Blu-ray comes out maybe a week within the week, if that. Might be a week later. Might be 2 weeks later sometimes, I've seen. And then it shows up on the streaming service at a later date. No, when it comes out, it should come out on every format available first, and then maybe a week later put it on the streaming service. That's the way it should be. But no, they're very anti-consumer, and they don't want you owning shit, and they don't want to make things convenient. I mean, when the streaming wars before the streaming wars started, when streaming first popped up, it was Netflix and it was Hulu. And Hulu was owned by Comcast, by AT&T, and a bunch of other companies, and it was great. Everything was on there. And then CW took their shit off because they wanted you to use their fucking app, which is riddled with so many fucking ads, it's retarded. I hate watching TV on CW now, because I'll see the same fucking car commercial for a Lexus or some bullshit that I'll never buy. Because why would you buy a fucking Lexus? Or fucking anything, really. If you're gonna buy a car, just buy a cheap shit box. It's gonna break down eventually. That's just my motto. Learn how to fix your own shit, too. Also, I don't have the money for it anyways. But I see that same fucking commercial 5 times in a row, fucking 8 fucking times in the course of a 30-minute show. That's fucking horseshit. I don't want to sit and watch the same fucking ad 5 times in a row for fucking 8 times in the course of 30 minutes. I just don't. And that's why I paid Hulu for the no commercial shit. And then after CW pulled out, Fox said, no, we don't want you to have no commercials. You have to have one commercial before and one after. And I said, okay, fuck it. I'll watch the one commercial, watch my show, turn it the fuck off so I don't have to watch that second commercial. Because I didn't want to watch commercials in the first place. That's why I fucking paid for this plan. And then Viacom pulled all their shit, so Comedy Central and everything was gone. and it just went downhill from there, and Hulu became a shell of its former self, and even to this day, it's still a piece of shit. And I've called them, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck? I deleted my account. Why is my account still... You can't delete your fucking account. You just can't. And this is more common, too. You just can't delete your fucking account anymore. And it's fucking bullshit. I didn't have an account with them for over a year, and my account still exists, even though I deleted it? No, you can deactivate your account. So if there's ever a hack or some shit, you better hope your credit card's not on there. It's fucking bullshit, man. The fucking anti-consumer bullshit in the media department. It is beyond me. I will never understand why people buy into this. Because if they didn't, these companies would be losing a lot more money than they are. And we wouldn't be seeing the push for digital shit. And we would be seeing the push for more consumer-friendly shit. So I went from paying, I think, $30 fucking for Netflix and Hulu, to now I'm paying like $98 for my cable packages. Because I'm paying for... What am I fucking paying for now? I don't count Prime because I do a lot of shopping on Prime, so the video's just kind of an extra. So I pay for YouTube. I pay for Showtime and CBS, so that's $2. I get a deal for that too, by the way. It's like $2 off. And I'm probably going to cancel CBS because there's like nothing on it. I have Netflix, so that's $3. I have Shudder. I have HBO Now. I have Starz. I have too many to count, actually. I have Verve, Funimation. So I pay for 1, 2, 3. DC Universe is 3. Disney Plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I pay for 10 different fucking streaming services. So I went from 2 to 10, and this is what the streaming war has done. It's now almost as expensive as fucking cable. I mean, I'm still saving money because I'm not paying for the fucking monthly cable box fee. Been paying extra for HD and shit. But it is getting expensive. And, I don't know. I'm gonna start buying a lot of the... I still have to buy my movie collection back because my dad got rid of it all, so I'm replacing everything. The good thing that came out of that is a lot of the movies I had I'm buying on Blu-ray now. But I'm gonna start buying a lot of the television shows. That's one thing my dad did that I never did. Was all his favorite TV shows he had on DVD or Blu-ray, and I'm gonna start doing that because you know, so many of these fucking things like CBS I'm paying for. What am I actually paying for? You know, now CBS I might actually keep simply because Viacom bought them out. So right now I'm getting a deal on CBS and Showtime, and Viacom had Nicktoons and Comedy Central and everything, and they're looking to put all that shit in one place. So I'm gonna wait and see for that to happen, and then maybe cancel, but I probably won't because Viacom is a big player. There's a lot of media they own. A lot of shit worth watching. They own Pluto TV, and that's free with ads, so it's basically like Comcast, but it's free. And this is one of the reasons why Comcast is losing money. I'm just ranting. This is just a rant. But yeah, you don't actually own jack shit anymore. And I'm gonna end this video soon. But basically, I would advise people to start buying Blu-rays, start buying physical media. And don't just buy things because you want to buy things. Like if you want to see a movie, look into what format it was shot in. Look at reviews between the DVD and the Blu-ray, because things like Poltergeist, a lot more of the grain showed on the Blu-ray because of the way the HD transfer was managed. So it's better to buy it on the DVD and put in an up converter than just to buy the HD transfer. A lot of movies that they're 4K were actually released on VHS tape, so you're better off buying those on DVD or Blu-ray if you can, unless they were professionally mastered, like The Breakfast Club was. Actually bought that twice on Blu-ray. The anniversary editions. The latest anniversary edition looks really good. It sounds really good too. They really did a good job on that. Um, DVDs are still fine if you have a good up conversion player. Um, I'm not really. I've never really been big on VHS because the rewinding shit. Um, for me, discs have always been best. But I am gonna start buying more used games without the cases, and I'm gonna start buying like the binders where you put like 100 discs or so. Um, Save space, and just because I don't really give a shit about the cases anymore. I really don't. And oh, books are the other fucking thing you don't own. With books, it's a little more of a hassle with books. With books, you have to sign up for like a service and then you have to find a way to rip the DRM out of it, so that way you actually own the books. Other than that, it's just a fucking mess. The bottom line is you don't own jack shit, and like yeah, you're not gonna get the performance of PC gaming if you go to console, but at least you own it. At least you actually got what you paid for, and nothing can take that from you, unless someone robs you. But it's not like if the legal license or some shit falls through, that you no longer own your fucking thing. No, you have the disc, you own it, and there's really not much that they can do about it because you own a physical copy. And I think that's what they want. I think they want to get rid of Blu-rays and DVDs and shit, so that way they can control their product even after it's sold. And I'm going to touch base more on that in the next video. I promise I won't skip 2 weeks like I just did this one. And I'll touch more on base on this because of something else that happened. I'm going to go watch TV now. And see you guys in the next video within the next couple days. Actually, I'm going to try to do it tomorrow, if I don't forget. So, see you guys next time. Peace out.